covering your hometown. From 5 newsrooms across the region, this is WDBJ 7.
Now at 6.
We didn't know where the suspect was, and we didn't want any other active shooter incidents.
A community is mourning after a woman was shot and killed at her job in Craig County this morning.
After the crime, a high-speed chase ended in a neighboring county.
Just worked out to where I was able to deploy the spikes
before the shooter turned the gun on himself.
Tonight, there are still many questions as police continue investigating. Our live team coverage starts right now. Good evening. Our top story tonight, police are trying to piece together what led a man to kill a woman who was on her way into work this morning.
And we're learning more about her and the suspected shooter. It unfolded in several places across several counties.
We have team coverage from Craig, Botetourt, and Allegheny counties. Christian Heilman, first we are going to go to you. What are you learning about the woman who was killed?
Well, Jean, we know she was on her way into work when she was shot and killed, and tonight police are still trying to figure out why. State police spent much of their day Wednesday outside the Craig Botetourt Electric Co-op offices. Around 8 in the morning, police responded to calls of an active shooter. A sheriff's deputy found 31-year-old Ashley Bain dead on the sidewalk outside the building. Police believe 52-year-old James Bain pulled the trigger and shot multiple times toward the building before getting away in his car. Nearby schools were immediately put on lockdown.
That's fantastic that the schools immediately locked down because we didn't know where the suspect was, and we didn't want any other active shooter incidents.
Sergeant Rick Garlitz with State Police says Ashley and James Bain had a prior relationship, but they were not married or related. Part of the day was spent talking to the 15 or so employees who were there when the shooting took place. They're trying to figure out what motivated James Bain to kill Ashley Bain on her way into work.
Our investigators are going to go through the investigative process, gathering every bit of information they can.
We understand that the co-op will be closed until the 26th as they continue to process the loss of one of their co-workers less than a week before Christmas. Jean?
Just so senseless. So what a horrible day for all of the people who knew her. Christian Heilman, thank you. The Craig Botetourt Electric Co-op released a statement on Ashley's death saying she was open, friendly, and willing to help members and anybody in any way that she could. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family, which includes 3 young sons. Southside Electric Cooperative in Alta Vista also sent condolences.
After the shooting at the Craig Botetourt Electrical Co-op, James Bain led police on a chase into Botetourt County, ending here on Danville Center Drive. WDBJ 7's Sarah Mackey is live in Botetourt County with more. So Sarah, what happened next?
Well, Logan, police were following and they were going sometimes up to 110 miles per hour. So the school resource officer here at Lord Botetourt, they heard that call come over the radio. He knew he had to do something, and he was ultimately able to help end that high-speed pursuit.
It's already chaotic. It's already very congested just on any given day.
Lord Botetourt SRO for 9 years, Deputy Kevin Hicks was working traffic before the first school bell when he heard the radio call. Hicks updated teachers and the principal jumped in his patrol unit and headed north with spike strips.
Traffic actually aided me because of the congestion. As the vehicle came in, I could see that they were slowing down, maneuvering in and out of traffic.
Hicks was able to blow out one of the tires on the suspect's car, which ended this chase, keeping students and other drivers safe.
I think it had the effect of being able to stop it before it got here, gave the effect that we wanted, which is the students really, for the most part, didn't even know anything had happened until after it was done and over with.
So as we were talking with Hicks, 2 students did walk by. They asked him what was going on. Like he said, they didn't know what had happened just 20 minutes before the first school bell rang. And we do know now that 52-year-old James Bain did shoot himself on scene and has since died from his injuries. Logan, back to you.
Sarah Mackey live for us tonight in Botetourt County. Sarah, thank you.
And this is Ashley Bain. She lived in Allegheny County. We know she leaves behind 3 young children. WDBJ 7's Leanna Spichetti is live outside the Allegheny County Courthouse tonight. Leanna, what has been happening today in Allegheny County?
Well, Jean, we know that Ashley Nicole Bain is from the Covington area. We also know that James Bain lived in the Covington area all day long. Police have been in and out of this courthouse filing search warrants for his home here in Covington. We went to that home on Johnson Creek Road this afternoon where we found a police presence already on scene. They have filed warrants to search the inside of the home. We were told that Ashley Bain and James Bain, as you've heard, had a domestic relationship, but they were not married and they were not related. Court documents also show the two had a deed of trust on that home since August of last year. And again, as we said, we know from court records that Ashley Bain has 3 young children from a previous message, Jean. But what happened, previous marriage, excuse me, but what happened between these two leading up to both of their deaths is still unclear.
All right, and thanks for clarifying. They both have the same last name, but they are not related and had not been married. Thank you, Leanna Scacchetti from the courthouse. We appreciate that information that you have dug up this afternoon. This is a story we have been covering from the beginning. You can find more coverage on our website, WDBJ7.com, and on our Facebook page.
Turning attention to your hometown forecast. By this time tomorrow, a soaking rain will be over the area. Chief Meteorologist Brent Watts is in the Weather Center with just how much we can expect. Hey, Brent.
Hey, Logan. Yeah, it might be a little too much for some areas. We're talking 1 to as much as 2 inches of rain with some locally higher amounts, probably about a 36-hour time frame where we're going to see that rain over the area. Already the clouds have been moving in, but the rain itself is still down here along the Gulf Coast states. Not going to get here until about midday or later tomorrow. So we've still got plenty of time if you need to do some things outdoors tonight, and then also the morning commute looking dry. But tomorrow that rain develops by the afternoon in the 40s. Friday still looking quite wet too. We'll keep those showers around, and then the breezes kick in Friday night into Saturday. We could be talking about some wind advisories, even some snow flurries from time to time. We'll go over all that ahead in the 7-day.
A Lynchburg mother pleaded guilty to killing her 22-month-old daughter. Fantasia Lane entered her plea in court this afternoon. WDBJ7's Ashley Ann is live outside the courthouse. Ashley, you said she was also sentenced today?
To 55 years with 32 years suspended. Fantasia Lane will spend 23 years in prison. And as the judge was handing down her sentence today, he said that 23 years was, quote, not enough time to the sort of torture inflicted on this child.
It is a tragic, horrible outcome. It's the worst outcome that someone could have, especially you think they're in the system, they should be protected, and there were some protections in place.
On August 11th, Fantasia Lane brought her daughter to the hospital. Days later, 22-month-old Amara was declared brain dead. During a hearing on Wednesday, Lane pleaded guilty to child endangerment, abuse and neglect, and murder.
If she were to punish Amira, she would grab something that was around her and just strike her with it. So that could have been like a phone charger cord or flip-flop. Those are the examples that she gave.
Amara was originally put into foster care in November of 2016. This past May, a judge transferred custody back to Lane. During that time, Commonwealth's attorney Bethany Harrison cited an expert saying the toddler was a victim of child torture and that Lane would limit Amara's food intake. An autopsy revealed the toddler died of complications from extreme sodium levels. Bruises and scrapes from head to thigh were also found on her body.
She wasn't just blindly given back to her. I mean, she had to go through a process. She had to go through classes. She had to do a number of things. And our judges, our Child Protective Service workers, they all are governed by policies, guidelines, procedures, and the laws of the Commonwealth. So really, a lot here, it may be that we need to take another look at some of our laws. Maybe they need some changes based on what happened in this case.
Now, part of the plea agreement is that Lane cannot appeal this sentence. Jean, we also caught up with the grandmother after court, and we're going to have that part of the story tonight on WZBJ 24 at 10 o'clock.
All right, we'll be curious to hear what the grandmother has to say. Ashley Ann, thanks.
In Franklin County, a search will soon begin for a new person to run the business side of the government. Franklin County Administrator Brent Robertson announced today that he plans to leave his job in March. Robertson has been the county administrator since June of 2015. In a statement, Robertson said he wants to explore new opportunities. You're watching WDBJ 7 at 6. Some senior citizens got a special visit today. Hey, looky there.
Oh.
We're going to hear what Santa had to say.
All right. Plus, how many books this woman has given out in just a year and a half? That story still ahead in tonight's Good News here at home.
Seniors at Heritage Hall Blacksburg got a pretty special Christmas visit today.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Santa and Mrs. Claus surprised the guests in the cafeteria. They were all smiles as they got hugs and some presents, and of course they had to sing some Christmas carols. The tote bags that you see there were donated by the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program of Montgomery County. Santa and Mrs. Claus say a little something to make someone smile goes a long way.
We're all kids at heart, and so this makes it special that we can come and spread some joy to them.
And it just tickles me to death when you give one of these people a present. It's just like a kid with a new toy.
Amen to that. Over 150 tote bags were handed out to the seniors.
Very nice. A 3-month-long project for Danville Middle School ended today. The Care Club at Westwood Middle has been collecting gently used luggage for children in foster care. Their goal was to collect 80 pieces of luggage, but they surpassed that, collecting over 100 to give to the Alliance of Human Services, a local foster care agency.
We have students who are in foster care right now. So the rest of our students, they're their classmates. They know who they are. They may not talk about it, but they know who they are and they know their situations. So to say to them, we have these foster children who need luggage to put their things in, because if not, they're putting them in trash bags. They were very much impacted.
Hope Abernathy says she hopes to continue this project in the future.
All right, we've got a wet stretch of weather on the way Thursday and Friday. No rain to the gates today. In fact, a big spread from overnight lows in the 20s to those daytime highs in the 50s. We'll look at just how much rain we could expect. She has the same, her name is different last name. No toss after weather. Yeah, I'll have to look again just to make sure, but I don't think this would be old enough to be her aunt. Right? I don't think so. All my Christmas.
The Lynchburg Roofing Weather Center, here's your hometown forecast.
We've had those clear skies the last couple nights, and Mike Overacker managed to get a great view of the Christmas comet. It kind of has a green tint to it, a little fuzzy view of it. If you were able to see it in the with the telescope, it's a pretty cool view, but it's tough to see if you don't know where to look. This morning, though, we do have some Kelvin-Helmholtz clouds, and these are basically clouds that form when you get different levels of wind or wind speed. So lighter winds here, you get the very strong winds up here, and it actually helps to cause those clouds to turn a little bit, almost make little waves. So interesting formation this morning. We got so many pictures, and the reason why we've got those strong winds in is because we've got the jet stream that's going right overhead. That's going to help to pick up the storm that's down along the Gulf Coast states and bring it into our region starting tomorrow afternoon. A lot of rain with this one. Not going to be arriving all at once, but it will be over about a 24 to 36 hour time frame. Tonight, I'm expecting temperatures to drop from the 40s into the low to mid 30s. Most areas staying above freezing tonight with those clouds increasing. And then tomorrow we'll start out with cloudy skies for the morning commute, but that rain moves in by the afternoon, and it is going to be a soaker by the evening. You can see that on the graphical form here. There's the 9 a.m. calm winds, about a 20% chance of showers, and then afternoon, evening, about 100% chance of rain. Everybody is going to get soaked across the region tomorrow. All right, so here's a look at the forecast map as we go through the day. 5 o'clock, the evening drive home is going to be very wet. We're going to keep some moderate to heavy rain in through Friday morning. A little bit of a break during the day Friday, and then we'll see more waves of showers coming in from time to time during your Friday afternoon and Friday evening before that rain moves out. Now by Friday night, the system heads out of here. We've got some wind that moves in. 30 to maybe even 40-mile-per-hour wind gust, and the cold air rushes in too that may even bring some snow showers to the higher elevations, even some flurries possible east of the mountains. So we'll see what happens as far as rainfall totals with this. Could we get enough to cause some flooding? 1 to 2 inches of rain may be just enough to do that. We'll monitor that, but the weekend shaping up to be quite nice. Windy on Saturday with sunny skies on Sunday, and the days leading up to Christmas looking sunny as well. Maybe a stray shower on Christmas Day.
Santa waving.
I got told Brent, as long as the sunshine is over Santa Claus, I'm happy.
We're all happy. That's right. One Danville woman has a goal. She wants to give out as many books as she possibly can.
She's already given out tens of thousands, and this afternoon she hit another milestone. WDBJ7's Ashley Bowles has tonight's good news here at home.
Mary's Diner on Piney Forest is your typical lunch spot. A place for families to get together and this time of year exchange some Christmas gifts.
So I brought you some Christmas books, okay? Okay.
But what's not typical about this exchange is how many books Jennifer Williams has given as presents in the last 18 months and 1 week.
It's exciting, but it's also inspiring to keep going.
These 6 books make $25,000.
Gifting them, leaving them on doorsteps, in the park, random places, laundromat, at the jail, everywhere.
It just makes me happy when I read.
This teacher has a love of words, so much so that she wants everyone she meets to love them too.
Out of control. Christmas is coming.
Which is why she isn't stopping.
My goal is 1 million. I gave away 900 books in 3 days through an Engage Danville project, and when I did that I said, why do something that anybody can do?
From touching classrooms to reaching people all over the globe through her Facebook group, A Joy of Reading Danville, Williams is well on her way to doing something extraordinary.
You don't have to be rich or famous. Pick something you want to change and work toward it. Anybody can make the world a better place.
In Danville, Ashley Bowles, WDBJ7.
A great story there. And if you have some good news that you would like to share, hey, we'd love to see those ideas. Go ahead and send them our way. You can email us at news@wdbj7.com or just pick the phone up and give our newsroom a call.
Yeah, an exciting day in sports. We keep moving with the early signings happening today. Plenty of local schools producing exceptional talent. Commitments coming out of Lord Botetourt and Cave Spring. That's next in sports. I hope what I wrote makes sense. I'm a little worried.
Now at the Toyota Sports Desk, here's WDBJ7's Victoria Wood.
An exciting day for many high schools across the country and a good number in our area. The early signing period has swept through Roanoke and beyond, leaving behind ink on paper to prove it. Out of Lord Botetourt High School, Jake DeWeese and Jesse Hansen are moving on to play college ball. Hey, but they're not going too far. DeWeese is a preferred walk-on at the University of Virginia. He was a key player in the Cavaliers' run to the state semifinals this year. And just inching down 81 a bit, Hansen is one of 19 signing with Virginia Tech today. He was offered at 15 other schools, including Clemson, but the offensive lineman's mind was already made up. And now the once teammates will soon be rivals.
I came away from a junior day and I was like, yeah, Tech's the place. And that's what we talked about with me and my parents and everything, was what if Clemson comes in later? And so I'd already decided that, you know, like, Tech's the place for me no matter what.
It's great. We've known each other since elementary school. To be able to take that leap of faith together and have him by my side feels great. We've worked for this for the last 4 or 5 years. It just feels great to finally be a part of another family. This has been great, but to take it to the next level feels amazing.
And the early signing day continues as we head over to Cave Spring High School to check out where quarterback Jacob Knight plans to land next fall.
I think it's pretty obvious. I'll be continuing my academic and football career at James Madison University.
The star QB accomplished quite a lot during his time as a Knight, and hey, he's always going to be a Knight. Starting all 4 years and setting a school record with 43 career passing touchdowns, Knight earned the spot as a preferred walk-on for the Dukes. And with a recent coaching change at JMU, it's safe to say that did not change Jacob's mind at all.
I was a little shocked when it first happened because he had just signed a 10-year contract, and then I didn't know what we were going to get. But when they hired Coach Sig, I thought it was a great hire. You know, he knows how to win, so I think we're just going to keep that tradition going. They throw the ball a lot, close to home, beautiful campus, everything. Just is a good fit for me, so I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed my time here. I made a lot of memories. You know, I'll just remember playing with my best friends and all that. It's going to be a little different playing on the field without them.
Congratulations to all those guys and everyone who signed today. We'll see you right back here after the break.
We've been talking about that rain. It's right around the corner, but still, yeah, we got a little sunshine still.
Yeah, a little bit of time. So rain won't really move in until tomorrow afternoon. So we've got some time. Rain develops by the afternoon, continues heavy at times into Friday, where we're going to see temperatures in the 50s, and it won't be raining all day Friday, but off and on. Weekend shaping up to be quite nice, but we do have windy conditions on the way for Saturday.
So if somebody wanted to go for a run, do it tomorrow morning.
Early in the day.
Early in the morning.
Early
Trying to
in
put
the
me on the
morning.
spot.
Somebody's going running.
Yikes.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Tonight at 11, we'll look at how much rain we can expect with our two-day soaker.